Party began, another ETV. So in my mind, I want to know more about the counties, at least the number of people um, over there in California. So what I try to get my students to sometimes know or count, or at least know, not count, but it's the number of people who live in SLO City. Okay. The number of people that live in SLO County. The number of people that live in California. You can kind of see where I'm going. California. Number of people that live in the U.S. I'm going to do United States. I'm going to say North America. I'm doing North America, then I do the world. North America. North America. And then I'll say the world. Just so people know when they see a frequency of people, it's all like relative to what? You know what I mean? Always relative to what? And I should have said, please answer these questions to ChatGPT, but let's see what it does. Don't embarrass me. You can embarrass me. Oh, it's like it's showing you all the, it's searching. Okay. And this is not going to be 100% perfect, but it's nice to at least have a benchmark. And it's also giving us the reference. So in SLO County, it's 50,000. In SLO City, it's 50,000. I don't know if it's considering what students are in or not. In SLO County, it's about 283,000. That's a lot. Okay, 40 million. I know about this. California's 40 million. And then approximately 339 million in the United States. North America is 385. I don't believe this number. It should be more than this. That's fine. I think should be more, but I could be wrong. 8.2 billion. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So the reason why we did that is so that, like, when we look at some of these numbers today, you know, we're like, that kind of makes sense. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna extract from Wikipedia, extract our data, and our table that we're after is going to be I've been to this a lot of times, so we're not going to do the whole mess that we did in the last video. But California Wiki counties wiki table. Okay, I spell things wrong, such as life. Okay, so this is California. Okay, this is all information. Okay, so they have the establishment year. I don't know if is that what it's called? Established. Okay, then we have the population. Yeah, Alameda, Alpine. Yikes! So come to find out, you should look at this, or you should know this in the back of your mind, because you live in California. And if you do, it's 52 counties in California. All right. So let's do a couple things. I don't only want California though. You know, I'm not gonna be mean to my Washington. There's some people in Washington, right? Let's do Washington. Wiki, table, county, like, but it gets me there, you know. Okay, and what about Colorado? Okay, let's do that as well. Okay, boom, copy. Then it's not what I wanted to do. So Colorado, let's do that. Colorado, wiki table. Okay, boom. Okay, then counties. Okay. So boom. All right, don't embarrass me. That's our data. All right, so then here's the tables and so on and so forth. So what I would want to do is to look at all of these in R. So step one, let's go ahead and open up R. Go to our project. Okay. Go to the project, click on it. It's going to load. Take some time to load. Okay. And so what I'm going to now do, okay, is go to R Markdown, okay, ETV3 wiki, ETV3 wiki. What is the county data? County data. Okay, cool. Boom. I'm gonna erase this and just keep this line here. Keep that chunk and then just erase everything underneath there so I can save some time. And then load in the library. So I need library, ggplot2, library, no, tidy. No, not yet. I'm not teaching you all that yet. dplyr, and then library, HTML tab. Alright, so wow, now I'm creating a new R chunk, and I'm going to say CA underscore DF, yikes, then WA underscore DF, okay, and I'm going to say Colorado, CO underscore DF, okay, assign, then I'm going to do the HTML tab, right? Now I'm not going to do the colon this time just so that I'm going to load it in. We already know what the function name is. Go from there. And I'm going to then copy this for each of the states and then go to their corresponding URLs, okay, to work with them. So put this here. It's California. Go here again. Let's get Washington, Seattle, wrong place. And then Denver. It's not really Denver, it's Colorado. Okay? As you already know, this should not work, or at least it's going to get the first table. So sometimes it's the right first table. I'm almost certain it's not the right table. The first table is not the right table. I'm going to say which is equal to 2. This should be about 52 data frames. 52 rows. And then I think that's correct. It should not take that long. 58. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. It's 58 counties. Okay. All right, we got the right check. That's good. Okay. I'm talking about that warning in a second, which is equal to, I'm gonna say I think it's 2 again. Okay, I think that's right. 39. It doesn't count, does it? I don't think it counts. Okay, so the last one, you can actually just go to the data frame and check. Let me exit out of this. This is going to distract me some more. So go here and check. And yeah, we got it. And then here we're going to say which is equal to 2. If you do this for other states, it's not always going to be 2. Okay, just so you know. And so go to Colorado. Okay, that looks correct. So that warning is because in the actual, how do I say this? In the actual data frame, they have flags and images, and it's not, or images, and it's ignoring that column. So that's that. All right, so we have all the data frames, and let's say, okay, right now we have no question. I could have had a question beforehand, but we had no question. What I mean by that is that we just have this data in R, okay? And when it comes to transformations, it's important to actually have a question at hand potentially at this stage so that you can then transform it in the right kind of way. And let me tell you why. One of the biggest reasons is because right now, I think not all these data frames have the same information. So California, for example, has 9 variables. I don't know what makes it different. Maybe it's the general law of our charter. Yikes. That's it. Okay. And so what we want to do in terms of our question, let's say we want to see how the population, what's the population and the established when they actually started. So like how old the county is. If you do 2024 minus the established year, you can see how old the county is. You say age versus population, and then plot by each state. Okay, so that seems like a lot, but at least we have the question now, and so therefore we can know which variables we need. So what we would then need, and I'm gonna keep counting just because we don't need counting, but I just want to say that I'm gonna keep counting just because I want to see the county name. But I'm gonna keep the variables that I need, okay, while creating another variable to just keep track of everything. So the other variable that I'm gonna create is called the state. And create another variable by state because I'm gonna eventually use combine all of them together. So I just need another variable called state, and that delineates each state. So this is WA, and this is CO. Alright, so when it comes, well, that was not what I wanted. When it comes to California, I'm actually going to do it in a new chunk. I'm going to say CA_DF. I'm going to create those, I'm going to bring in the variables that I want, select. So I'm going to have county est, and est, because it has that period in it, I'm going to have to put it in upticks. Or maybe I don't, but I'm still doing it anyway. It doesn't harm. And then I'm going to get population. That's going to be another problem. I'm going to rename that one, okay? And then I'm going to get state. Did I use lowercase s? Okay, I probably did. And I'm going to say mod, as in mod, the first modification to my California DF. So this is me actually delineating names of my data frames intentionally. One would say, or maybe not modification, let's say pop age pop CA. Yeah, that's a better data frame name. Okay, what error did I get? It's probably because I didn't create the variable state yet. Okay, so now we have that. I'm gonna pause the video because this is gonna take a little while. And then tell you what I did. Okay, so now here I went ahead and just renamed the variable names so that they're easier to work with. I'm gonna do what I did in the last video and show you the structure of our data frame. And I'm gonna have you all notice that we saw the same problem. They're all considered to be characters. Okay. And so I'm gonna do it the long way. I'm just gonna change establishment, right? And population, but I'm gonna do establishment first, okay? Because that's actually easiest. Mutate stat est is equal to as dot numeric est, okay? And then I'm actually going to do what I wanted to do earlier, and just say age is equal to 2024 minus est. That should work. Bam, bam, bam. And then here we go. So, Imperial is the youngest county. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. So the issue now is population. But the thing is, in terms of population, I can't just say as that numeric. And the rationale for that is because it has a what in it. These things have commas. Alright, so I need to remove those. And so you haven't learned that in this class yet, but we're going to learn it this upcoming week, these videos with strings. But it's okay, you can learn it now. So population is equal to, I'm going to do str string O. That's why it's not showing up. I need a package because we haven't learned it yet. It's called library string R, because we're working with strings. So what do you need to do? You need to install that package. What function do you need? Install dot packages. Okay, good. And then but that needs to be in quotations. Okay. So let me run that so that I can not have the error. Okay. And now string remove all, We have removed, that only removes the first one. Remove all, removes all of them. We don't want any of the commas. So population will be the first input, and then we're going to put this into put commas there, put the comma there, and then I'm going to run it. And note that still, if I were to run this, it's still going to be a character. Uh-oh, it didn't work. No, it did. Sorry about that. It's because I didn't refresh it. But there's no commas. But this is still, there's still characters. As you can see, if you rank them, they're still not in order. Okay. So what do I need to do is do str. I could have done this within a separate line, but I'm just gonna do it in one step. Actually, that's not good code practice. My apologies. I'm gonna do it in a separate line. And hopefully you all have noticed I can do multiple mutations within one mutate function. So I could say population is equal to as dot numeric population. Now when I run this, okay, this should be in order. Of course, Los Angeles, San Diego, Orange County, none of this should be surprising to any of you all. But I thought there were, okay, it doesn't matter. Keep going. Plus San Francisco would be higher. City of San Francisco. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and do this for the other states. Okay. And you should do the same thing too. So much foreshadowing. So, I started to do Colorado, and I'm like, this is different. This is a tad bit different. Alright. So, what we're going to do is utilize some manipulations. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat. Okay, so I haven't said this enough in this class, but there are many ways to the top of the mountain. Choose one. Many ways to the top of the mountain. No many. Right now, I chose the easiest way, just because of time. But there's a function called, and I have to think about it. There's so many ways of doing this, and I think this is the easiest way. So within the string R function, or at least the string R package, we'll talk about extracting. And so I say, okay, fine, I need to extract the very first four numbers. All right, and so backslash D, or more so backslash D in R means number. So okay, fine, it's looking for a number, so it's extracting a number. But it's looking for a number, okay, with the backslash D or backslash D. But then I'm saying I want that number to be 4 digits, and that's how, because that's the format, it's the year that I need. Right now, forget the date, forget the month. That's what I need, and so that's fine. That's what I'm gonna do. So what I mean by that is that I'm gonna go here, see establish, and before I turn it into a numeric, I'm going to say est is equal to string extract in quotations backslash D, and I'll put 4 in it, and I think this should work. I hope, because then from there it's going to turn to as that numeric, and then we'll do 2024 or minus it, and then we should be good there. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let me try one more thing. Okay, so it's because I didn't have the EST in it. My apologies. I can make mistakes too. Alright, so then here, if I go here, this should look something like this. Okay, that's good. Okay. So if I sort by population, that's good. Oh wow, San Juan's pretty small. The next one I'm going to do is Washington. So we're going to go over time with that one. That's fine. Let's actually look at Washington to see if we're going to have an issue. Okay, good. Should look very similar to California. It has a 2023 in it. I don't know if anyone peeped that I didn't have to have that 2023 in that. Okay, but this one for Colorado, for Washington, I'm going to have to. So let's go ahead and do that. So copy this. I'm going to move this down so I can have this. Okay, boom, boom. Paste this here. This should now be WA. This should be WA. Okay, it has the 2023. Boom, 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 boom. 2024. I think this is fine. This should work. Okay, it did. Okay. So now we should do what to these data frames if you want to analyze them all together. Good job. We should bind them together. We should bind them. What kind of bind? Row bind or column bind? Or bind rows or bind columns? If you said bind rows, that's correct. So bind rows. And we're going to do age, pop California, age, pop Colorado, age, pop Washington. And then we're going to say age, pop DF. And then when we do that, we have, where is it? Right here. We have all the data that we need to create this visualization based off of the size and the year it's established. Okay. I'm just going to do one graph because of time. So that's the transformation. Let's do one. Now let's do a visualization. Do age, pop, DF. Pipe this into GG plot AES. Okay. For the aesthetics, X is going to be equal to, let's say, age. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Y is going to be equal to population. Okay. Do I have too many parentheses? I think I do. That makes sense. Okay. And then geom point. And then I'm just going to have a clean back theme just so I can make it look decent. And then we can do a color by state. Okay. And that should make sense that this is Los Angeles. Okay. 1 second. We can scale this and the thing is, I was gonna not show you this, and like this whole show, you know, like, oh, I know how to do this myself, you know, which is fine, but I think that it's better for me to be more into, like, show you that I don't remember every single thing. There's a sense of humility there, and this is not gonna give me what I want, I believe, but I can change the axis of my y-axis to not be scientific notation. Okay, I don't know if you noticed that was scientific notation. But I'm gonna plug this here and I'm gonna show you. Oh well, this is gonna provide the M. That's all. Because I need to have library scales. Another library to install is to have scales. Okay, so boom, that's what they have. My apologies for not doing that. But yeah, I'm happy that I showed you that. Sometimes I legitimately use ChatGPT because I forgot. I know what I want, but I forget the syntax. So now this should work. This is not the one I want, actually. Well, this is fine. Okay, so this is fine. This is good. We can facet this. Okay, we can change labels on this. We can change the name of state, which is fine on this. What else can we do? We can change the colors on this. So many things that we can do. We can even do a log base 10 transformation on population so that our outliers, like, you know, the 10 million, you know, Los Angeles city is not such an outlier. Can you just do log? I think you can do log base 10 just by just looking right on the function. Let's do that. Just for fun. I just want to see it. I could be wrong, but let's see. You just plug the log base 10. Yeah, it does. Exactly. So by you doing a log base 10 transformation to it, you can see that it reduces the range of plausible values. Okay, I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, but thank you for watching. I think I may do another one.